Now Teddy's very nervous of having his feathers touched. He's obviously had problems in the past with mites, gets very worried and triggered. So what we did was we started off by just putting a brush on him. Have a sniff. Let him have a sniff of it, and then he turns away, and that's his way of accepting it. And then what we do is we just brush round the bits that he doesn't mind. I might even just slow it down and stop for a minute, and then brush again. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, he's licked and chewed there, but he's relaxing and his head is lowered. Oh, shame you can't see that in the video. And then we just go down his legs, and I'm using the back of the brush so it's not pulling or snagging, and just gently rubbing it over the feather. And he's nice and relaxed now. I'm going to turn the camera a bit so you can see. He's nice and relaxed now. So we're just going to do the same thing with the back of the brush. Smooth it down, and you can see he's not worrying. And then what I might do is I would step back and just leave that for a minute. And he knows that I'm not going to fiddle around and interfere with his legs. He's licked and chewed again. He's relaxed. He's just looking at something, the dogs. And then I'd go back in again with the same back of the brush. Go down, nothing happening here. And then I might turn the brush round and just very gently run it down his leg. I'm not brushing, I'm just running it down his leg. And then I might just have a little scratch around. You can see his coat's lovely and clean under there. The skin's lovely. He hates under his heels, so we just do a little tickle there, the inside. There, and we'd leave it there today. We'd probably do that, I don't know, another 3 or 4 times over 3 or 4 days, and do a different leg each time. Start at the beginning, be calm, be quiet. If they get upset, step away, go back to the beginning again, go back to using the back of the brush, not this part of the brush. And then eventually, I mean, this horse literally, when we first had him, if you tried to touch his legs even, or bent down towards them, he would swivel round and boot out at you. So he's got used to the fact that we're not going to do anything unpleasant. We might have a little scuffle around, just make sure there's no mallenders behind the knee, which there isn't. That's very sore when they get mallenders in there. They get some little flaky skin and scabbing, but the skin can also crack. It gets very sore. So we don't pick it, we don't comb it. We use the Mighty Gel in there, and that will soften the scabs. They'll come away on their own. And then we use the Mighty Gel on him once or twice a week on the clear skin, and he doesn't get that overproduction of mallenders, of keratin that causes the mallenders. So you can keep that area behind the knee clear. If your cob suddenly starts bucking or behaving differently, always check behind the knee, because if they have developed scabs and sores in there, it's incredibly painful for them to walk and move on it. And if you're riding them and asking them to do different things, jump, canter, that sort of thing, it's incredibly painful behind there. So just keep an eye on that.